Peace in the body. What is it and how do we experience it? This is the question Wren and Fallon explore in Season 3 of Mujéres Co-Labor for Peace.
When it comes to healing and you're stuck in healing, where can we invite in that energetic peace?
Bringing you expert advice in healing from a host of practices and practitioners, Wren and Fallon seek to increase complete wellness and lasting peace, one insight at a time. Hey, hello, and welcome to the show. This is Mujéres Co-Labor for Peace, and I'm your host, Wren Ribeiro, with this season's co-host, Fallon Stone. We are going to tell you a story about how we met and why we are so moved to explore peace in the body, eat together, and we wish you complete wellness
And lasting peace.
So let's jump in.
Okay.
Let's jump into how we met.
Wild.
It was so auspicious and divine.
So divine. Crazy story.
Yeah.
Okay, so I go to psychics. I love psychics. Obviously, a lot of my work is intuitive. So I love to receive the medicine that I also share. And I was seeing this psychic, and she was talking about how I was meant to do a podcast. She's like, you've got to share your wisdom on a podcast, have heartfelt conversations. It's just meant to happen. Mm-hmm. And she was like, but you don't really know how, which is true. I have no idea. Not a tech person. And she was like, you will go to this event where you will meet this person. It will be another woman, and she'll know exactly how to create a podcast. She'll know all the tech things, and she's been doing this for a while. I was like, okay, I know literally no one like that, so I can't even imagine, but okay, this is fun. We'll see. I think it was like 2 weeks later.
Was it only 2 weeks
I think
later?
It was 2 weeks later that we were at Lauren's and Rob's for the event.
Yeah.
What was the event?
So the event was a possibility management kind of like workshop where I had just very coincidentally joined this group of 10 other people at a bridge house to possibilitate for a week, 8 days together in a house, just living together and exploring possibilities. And going to Lauren and Rob's was one of those things on our extracurricular evening activities.
Okay.
And the minute I met you and Lauren and your friend Sarah, I was just like, wow, these women are amazing. And when you were talking about that podcast, I was like, I got a podcast.
That was crazy. And it's the first interaction that we had.
Yeah.
Where I think you even led with that.
Did I?
We started chatting. You were like, I love your eyelashes. I remember
I was thinking that this morning too.
Oh, so sweet. Love a compliment. And then you were talking about your podcast. And I was like, oh, you have a podcast. And then you started talking about East Hampton Media.
That's so strange
and
that I was just like in that.
What is so it's all starting to land in my head. Like, what is happening? This woman said this 2 weeks ago. And you were like, do you want to be on my podcast?
Wild. And that was like a little over 2 months ago. So in that short period of time, we've met twice or two and a half, I don't know, 2 times in person and 2 times by phone.
Yeah.
And each of those times it's been like long lost sisterhood, really like kinship and amazing. So we're getting to know each other we decided to get to know each other through this podcast because every conversation has been so recordable, like so amazing. And we want to like build that out for ourselves and for whoever else is exploring peace in the body. Like that theme resonated with you. It came to me and I've just been sitting on it for a little bit. Right after last season, Peaceful Dying, MC4P, Peaceful Dying was our second season, and that ended, and I was just like, yep, beautiful. And then I was shortly thereafter going, peace in the body, that's it. But I wasn't sure what to do. And then we met, and I'm like, so sure what to do.
And we were talking about your offerings and my offerings and how they're so similar. There's so many parallels.
Right.
And how these conversations are just needed.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
even know the name of your practice. Tell me, tell me about, I know you're a psychotherapist, right? And
Yep.
a healer. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I am a psychotherapist by training, social work path. So that's how I kind of came into this work. And the more I started doing that, I started feeling more called to somatic work and then spirituality. And I often say you have to go in and through the body to get beyond the body, right? To
Wow.
get to spirit and spirituality. And these are all elements that I really felt
I love that.
were missing. Thanks.
In
Yeah.
and through the body to get beyond the body. Like we
Yeah.
want to, there's this thing called spiritual bypassing, right? You're just going to practice all these spiritual things.
That's right.
But if it's not coming through the body, it's not embodied, it's not landing,
right.
it's not becoming part of who you are, right?
Yeah, and it and can actually be kind of dangerous, right? To just go up and evolve without going in and through first. We
Oh,
want to go
wow.
down, meet the earth, and then go beyond that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, just doing work in my psychotherapy practice with clients, realizing we need to be connected to the body. People are, I think, really in need of that and thirsty for that, right? That connection to the body, because we live in this like micro state of constant dissociation, and we need that deep somatic connection. And then beyond that, we're in this world that often feels not peaceful and violent and dangerous and overwhelming. And so that's where I see the spirituality piece coming in. And I often say it's like multidimensional safety. So when we don't feel safe here, how can we feel held by something beyond ourselves, by something bigger than ourselves?
Yeah.
You know, understanding the whole journey that we're in and a part of, and utilize our spiritual supports, whatever they may be.
Exactly. Yeah.
To
Any
help guide
anchor,
us.
any anchor to the breath, any anchor to nature, you know, like this is going to go off on a tangent,
Yeah,
but
love it.
Yeah, there's so many tangents. But I talk to trees, and for the past few places that I've lived, it's been a practice of mine to be outside and really like to touch them, to hear, to listen to them, and you know, sometimes I hear a name, or sometimes I hear advice or something, or I just observe and notice like, wow, the mosses that are growing on you are so incredible, and your bark feels a certain way. Or, you know, this morning I was giving some water to the tree outside my window. I don't normally go talk to her, like touch her, because I look at her, you know, I do yoga each morning, and I look at her and I say, hello, Mary. Her name is Merry, not M-A-R-Y. And
Sweet.
yeah, today I went and gave her some water, and I felt like this, that's an anchor for me, but it's also so hard. It's literally, you know, 20 steps from my door, but it's so hard to get there. And today I heard her say, come to me, you know, rather than just looking at me. And there's such a difference in like the story that I can have in my head, the conversation in my head with this tree, or any tree maybe, versus being right there. I feel so humbled when I'm like touching this tree and like almost so far away from the piece that I have touched or know in my body, and sometimes like it's like, oh, I'm helping you bridge that gap, and you know, it's like, oh, you're always here, you're always here, yeah, and
Come back to me.
come back to me, come to me, yeah.
So beautiful, and that's presence. I mean, why are we not talking to the trees? Why are we so busy and pulled out of ourselves that we don't have time to drop in that way?
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Even when we're driving, right? So many times we can be driving and only look at the cars around.
Yeah.
And not see all the trees around. And I mean, it's probably not that safe to be looking at all the trees around and not look at the cars, but let's try to do both, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's so beautiful. And that you have cultivated the practice of deep listening to be able to hear when the tree is calling you.
Yeah.
It's powerful.
Yeah, and it translates to talking to humans. It really does. It helps build the capacity to be present with others, and especially in a time of need.
Yeah.
I was mentioning I was a little bit late today because there was someone that called, and I was just like, I knew this time is important to spend right now. And yeah.
We need more of that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I am coming to peace in the body, not just through one of those kind of insights, but also through a journey of not feeling peace. Tomorrow I have a surgery. I have thumbs that don't quite work, like they're broken. It's called trigger thumb, and it got carpal tunnel. So I'm getting 2 surgeries tomorrow and then 2 more in 2 weeks. And that, those are considered minor surgeries, but I'm not feeling peaceful about that because I know that it's further upstream. I've had pains in my elbows. I had tons of whiplash, car accidents as a child, so many concussions. I literally had a neck brace taking my SAT exams because I had my driving instructor hit a car turning left in the rain, and my head crashed the windshield.
Stop.
The day before SATs.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I still took them. Who knows how I would have done if I wasn't in that condition.
If you had a little more peace and safety in the body. Gosh,
Right?
because that's like trust. You're also trusting
Yeah.
your driving instructor.
Right. So I know it's further upstream. This kind of and you, when we first met, you're like, oh, there's something you're holding, right? Because I had an accident.
Because it looks like you're
box,
holding
right?
something in your hands.
And you're like, what if you drop the box? And that was so profound. That invitation that you gave me, I was like, I can't drop the box. I can't drop the box.
Wow.
It was a box of glasses that I was carrying, and I literally fell and did a ass over tea kettle, they say, but backwards. Like my feet came over my head. And my chiropractor was very impressed. I had never seen anything like it. But
your agility, it speaks to, right? And your resilience.
Maybe, right?
But you were carrying the box.
And when you gave me that invitation, I was like, I can't drop the box. There were glasses, but the figurative box that I hold, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't even know. So that's part of my journey toward peace. Like, what am I holding that I am too afraid to let go of?
At risk of the rest of you.
At risk of the rest of me, yeah.
And is that when your pain started and the
trigger
contraction in the trigger thumbs?
It was really shortly after that.
Wow.
Yeah. So I do. When you said that, I was like, it's related.
And that was, a gateway for me, like going through chronic illness and pain and things that we all, go through, the times where we're not feeling peaceful and dark night of the soul, to learning about how our physiology and our energetics can never be separate. And so everything is always involving our energy and our emotions and our physiology, and they're all interconnected.
Right.
So thinking about that, when you had mentioned that and I saw the way that it looked like you were holding something, that's so true for my journey as well, right? Like how much of the chronic illness is truly physiological, how much of it is energetic and emotional, and where are the intersection between those aspects. Yeah. And I think true healing and coming into true peace is recognizing that.
Right.
Like what's happening for us physically is just a message from the body. Whether those roots are physical or energetic or emotional, it's kind of all the same thing.
Yeah.
And that's not to say it's somatic, right? Like you're making it up. It's clearly there. It's real. It's physical. You can see it. You can take a blood test for many chronic illnesses. There's the validity. But when it comes to healing and you're stuck in healing, where can we invite in that energetic piece?
Yeah.
Sometimes just being aware, oh, this has an energetic root for me.
Right.
Is so
and what
freeing.
could that be? It opens up possibilities. It opens up curiosity. It opens up like self-discovery and introspection of like, I'm going to discover this. I'm going to like look. There's something, right?
Yeah.
There's something to look for.
I'm going to bring awareness to it so that I can free it. Because if we're not aware of it, then we can't release it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you can, but it makes it harder.
So we talked about so many different themes,
Yeah.
and we'll get to different themes of what prevents peace in the body and what creates peace in the body. This little set that we co-created, brings me peace and hopefully viewers peace. But like plants, we've talked about, and of what can bring us peace. A little bit of like grounding and before we come to a communication or anything. But what I'm feeling right now is like so many ways in which that invitation is not made, or we can't hear it, or we don't know that invitation is always there, or like how to find that other person or that safety with self or other to just be like so convicted or determined to find the peace in the body, to keep it as long as possible, and then be gentle when, I'm not peaceful.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
And because we can come back to it.
I think that's a huge piece of it, right? We want to feel the pathway and the permission. But as we've talked about with all of our experiences, coming into peace in the body has been from not feeling peaceful in the body.
Right.
And I think that was a big part of my learnings, and from what you shared as well. It's not about what experiences you're moving through, because there are many non-peaceful experiences and we don't want to spiritually bypass them. So it's not about what emotions you're feeling or what experiences you're having, but how are you holding that experience? And I think you can even be going through a dark night of the soul and be contracted in so much grief and pain. But if you're holding that with gentleness and with acceptance and with a flow.
And with a trust that there will be peace, and that this is a cycle, like like the ebb and flow of the tides.
Right.
With the full moon, like there's so much to be said about the moment that we're in right now.
Yeah.
I have to say, oh my God, because I will forget. 9/9. This is September 9th that we're recording this. 9 is a very important number in feminine spirituality and wisdom.
Okay.
And it's your 9 and my 9 is September 9.
Whoa.
Isn't that cool? It's so auspicious. And we just came through. We're in like the beginning of waning of this massive full moon in September, but it was like this orange moon, this lunar eclipse, all of this.
Retrograde season.
Yes.
September, Virgo season.
Going into Pisces with Saturn, like the influence of reality.
Intersection of Virgo and Pisces too, and what those bring as we're in retrograde.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, there's just so much. So that's coming through today in this recording, this moment, and hopefully, like it through us, through this whole season, this whole whatever Mujéres Co-Labor for Peace, MC for P is going to be in each episode. Do you want to talk a little bit about what your hopes are for the podcast?
Yeah. Well, just wanting to share our awesome conversations that we've had, the experiences that we've had coming into peace in our own bodies, and any wisdom that we can share, practices that we can share, or just anything that would be helpful for people cultivating their own sense of peace and coming into deeper connection with that within themselves. And how we've supported other people through that, I think is powerful too. And the different ways we've done that. I think neither of the modalities that we practice are mainstream. So kind of bringing that to more people and being able to share what we do.
Yeah.
And hopefully creating space for more people to be able to access that, even if it's, again, that thread just back into themselves.
Lovely.
What about you? What are your hopes?
Yeah. A lot of that, touching on themes that people can really feel and resonate with, that they're living, the themes that for example, like the mother wound we talked about.
Yep. The sister wound. The original life wounds that we come in with.
And I call a lot of that inner gaslighting, like this gaslighting that has happened in the world to make us feel crazy and alone, we then internalize and gaslight ourselves. Like, that is the greatest pain. And healing from those harms is something to bring peace in the body. Identifying the harms, refusing to be harmed again. I've been noticing in this week with the moon and the shifts and the planets that I have zero tolerance for more harm in my body. And
powerful.
Yeah. And I'm noticing also that I'm receiving support. Like, I'm part of a healing sanctuary, and we had a call, and I lost it. I felt really slighted by someone. I had to shut my camera off, shut my audio off, and I had to bawl while I was taking notes. And it was felt by some of my sisters on the call, and one offered me a song and drummed a healing song for my heart.
It's amazing.
I know, right? Yes.
For my heart.
Yes, more of that. More of that. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Right? Like, maybe before, like, I guess ultimately the ideal that I would have hoped for myself would be to name it in that moment and to say, ouch, that hurt, and really be rooted. But I wasn't coming into that. My check-in, I was
still processing
talking
it.
about where I was in that moment, and I wasn't able to. But to receive that love, that was new for me.
To be seen.
To be seen.
Yeah.
And to in that moment to be gifted healing, right?
To be able to receive that.
That's one of the hopes that I have for this podcast. However, we're able to be providing that. It's not direct necessarily, but those threads, those anchors, the ways that our lives, our experiences of not having peace could then help others to bring peace. That's really a hope for me.
Beautiful. Yeah. Beautifully said.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, let's do the heart check-in that we do with each Mujéres Co-Labor for Peace podcast. We check in with our heart and just be like, how are we right now? Let's take a breath.
Okay.
We invited the fire element, and we've got this water element. Take a little cleansing sip.
Our earth elements.
Our earth elements.
Our plants and our sheep.
Yes, yes. Beautiful. And the heart. How is your heart?
Yeah, my heart's tender. Yeah.
Tender.
There's a lot happening energetically, a lot that's moving through, a lot that I'm working on giving permission to move through, and it's feeling that. It's processing it, alchemizing it, and tender in the process.
Beautiful.
How is your heart?
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
How is my heart? My heart feels really spacious and peaceful right now. Yeah, it really feels peaceful. I have this sense of being in the river and knowing that I'm going to hit rocks like I hit rocks in the past, but at the moment I'm flowing and I'm feeling really peaceful. It's nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for joining this episode of MC for P.
And check us out on innerfortune.com, all the social medias, and see you next time.
Bye.